Hey guys, Murray Vlogmas. We're looking at day 6 today. We're getting a little bit caught up. I'd like to introduce everybody to Elvis. Elvis is a chihuahua terrier mix that I adopted probably about 6 months before Dan's accident. He's been in our house with Nan and Jake. Big thanks to them for taking care of everything for him. While things have been going on. But I got him back. He's living with us here at the hotel. Come on, come say hi. There he is. He's a good dog. He's good company. We are very grateful to Nan and Jake for taking care of him for so long. But now we have him back. So he needs a tummy rubbing. Excuse me. Okay. The other thing that I wanted to talk about in one of our Vlogmas videos, possibly without Dan, and you notice Dan's actually asleep at the moment. He's still sleeping a lot, left over from the pneumonia last week. I saw this done better on another channel. We follow a channel called Squirmy and Grubs, spelled pretty much the way you would think so. And they are also what's called an interabled couple, where one member of the couple is able, the other one has some disabilities. They're really inspirational, and I've been watching them since McGee. So, we've kind of watched them on their journey, and that has helped me a lot. Plotting through things for me and Dan, things to do. They gave us the idea, for example, that Dan doesn't have to sit in the back of the wheelchair van. He can sit in the front. I was watching one of their videos. They get into their van, and there Shane is sitting right in the front seat. I was like, we want that. And before that, I would not have known to ask for that. So we owe those guys big for a lot of things. One of the things Shane mentioned in one of the videos, though, was, and this happens all the time, most of our followers will be surprised by this and probably a little appalled. People come up and say all kinds of strange things to me and Dan when we're in public. Like, in the mall. I mean, not in public per se, but, if we're just out and about, people will say all kinds of things. One of the things they'll ask me, with Dan sitting in the chair right next to me, they'll say, what's wrong with him? Which is disturbing on, as many levels as you can imagine. But what's really disturbing is the perception that, because someone is disabled, they're in a chair, something is wrong with them. That's not the case. Dan has a lot more challenges day to day than the rest of us do. But there's nothing wrong with him. And this is the thing that has dogged, people with disabilities and disability activists since forever. This idea that something is wrong and that, it can be fixed necessarily. So both Shane, who is the guy part of the couple on Squirmy and Grubs, and Dan, it's not going to be fixed for them. It may not get worse. That's certainly what we're hoping for. And there's nothing at all wrong with him. There's nothing wrong with Shane, who has spinal muscular atrophy, or SMA, and is also in a chair. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with them. And it's indicative of the way that we look at disabilities. And kind of also in a way, the services that disabled people receive and things like that. In the new year, one of my resolutions, Dan and I are going to talk about New Year's resolutions coming up, but one of my resolutions is to become more involved as a disability activist. With Dan and I together, of course, because I'll tell you what, there are, we're new to this thing. It's been 2.5 years now since the accident. So we're a little bit like the folks that quit smoking and then are trying to convert everybody else. But it is appalling what people with disabilities have been enduring since forever. It's really, and I think, we have the advantage of being new to the whole thing, and it just looks even worse to us, if that makes sense. Certainly not limited to the weird things people will say to you in the mall, but that's huge. Several times people have stood right next to Dan, looked at me and said, "What's wrong with him?" As if he couldn't answer himself, as if there was anything wrong with him, which there is not. So, I want to get more involved in advocating. You guys will find out as we, in our New Year videos, we're going to be talking about some problems that we've had with vendors, with wheelchair repairs, things like that, an able person would never put up with. I make the comparison of wheelchairs and cars, and none of us would put up with the conditions that a disabled person who needs that chair every day, every minute, has to put up with when the chair is broken down. We'll talk more about that, but point being, it's a giant pain in the butt, and none of us would tolerate that kind of service for our cars. So why do disabled people tolerate that with their wheelchairs? So I'm not going to beat it to death, but this idea that there is nothing wrong with someone, they just have more challenges than most, is a really important one, and I thought a really good one to communicate at Christmas time. So I just wanted to share that with all of you guys, and to say that this is something that Dan and I are really taking an interest in. So, that being said, Elvis will be showing up in the videos now. Elvis and Cello are getting along so well. It's pretty great. I was a little worried about how this was going to play out in a hotel room, but they're doing fabulous together. So we're having a lot of fun. So, very happy holidays and Merry Vlogmas to you all. If you think of it, please subscribe to our channel so you do get the updates and some of the future disability advocacy things that we're going to do. And if you could hit the thumbs up, that would be great too. Both of them are, subscribing and hitting the thumbs up are measured by YouTube, and that helps us getting our channel off the ground. All right, it was nice talking to everybody. Have a great night, and I will see you in Vlogmas number 7. Take care.